desperation.
You think you can tear my family apart?
What happens when death leads to a family emergency?
Told you that, a bully.
Up and down the UK, we see Britain's most resilient High Court enforcement agents face to face with debtors in crisis.
Do not touch me.
I'm not touching.
Do not touch me.
But if you can't pay,
Everything you take.
they'll take it away. In England and Wales, over 400,000 county court judgments were issued against consumers during the first half of 2016. The total value of these debts was £829 million. Accrington, Lancashire. Stuart McCracken is on the road with colleague Ian Taylor.
Remember that advert? Accrington Stanley, who are they?
Exactly.
The agents have a writ to collect over £5,000, owed to a business consultancy by Mr. Junaid Arsad.
How much does Mr. Ashad owe today?
£5,344.80.
Alright.
As Stuart and Ian arrive at the address, they spot a vehicle parked outside the property.
We'll say at Leon parked outside.
If Mr. Arsad can't or won't pay, the agents have the right to seize any of his assets, including vehicles, to cover the debt.
Hello?
As the front door is open, Stuart takes the opportunity to make peaceful entry.
Hello? Hello there. We're after Mr. Junaid Ashrad.
He's not here right now.
Are you able to get him on the phone? We're High Court enforcement agents.
Sorry?
Well, we're High Court enforcement agents. Are you able to get him on the phone?
Is it not possible if you can come back?
Well, we're here now with an active High Court writ, you see, so it is important you try and get him on the phone.
I will try to put it.
Please, that'd be great, thank you.
But it's not really live here.
When we get told that the defendant's not here at the moment, we've got a High Court writ to execute, which means that we'll be doing it in their presence or not in their presence. It's entirely up to them. But I'd rather speak to defendants and try and get the matter resolved.
The woman is the debtor's wife. She tries to get her husband on the phone.
Yeah, but clean up phone back.
Yeah.
It's not home right.
Well, at the moment we've got a High Court writ, which means that we all have to take control of goods, you see.
But then a man appears in the hallway.
Hello there, sir. My name's Mr. McCracken. We're the High Court enforcement agents. We've been instructed to execute a High Court writ for Mr. Junaid Ashrad.
What's going on?
To collect a balance of £5,344.
We haven't received any letters from wherever you come from.
Right.
If I received it, I should get back to you, but we haven't received any letters.
A letter has been sent.
I don't really live here. My wife, she lives here. I haven't, there's nothing belong with me.
Right. Do you need to try and raise some funds, sir?
I mean, I haven't got anything.
It appears the debtor, Mr. Arsad, has been in the house the whole time. But as he claims he can't pay, Stuart turns his attention to the car parked outside.
Okay, so who owns the vehicle, sir?
My wife.
Have you got any documents to prove that?
She's got the documents.
Brilliant.
Unless Mr. Arsad's wife provides proof she's the rightful owner of the car and not her husband, the agents have the right to seize it.
The last thing people want is a vehicle being removed. It puts them under immense pressure. Nobody wants to be losing their car. We do want to see cars outside houses because it gives us the leverage that we need to try and get a payment.
But then, Mr. Arsad's brother-in-law arrives at the address.
Hello there, sir.
Yeah, boss. You know she's got disabled children.
Right. Okay.
What is it regarding?
We're here, sir, with an active High Court writ. The enforcement is at this address. Everything belongs to you until proven otherwise.
While Mr. Arsad's wife and brother-in-law look for proof that she owns the car, Ian goes outside to clamp it.
We don't know anything about it.
Yep. That's just insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone can be insured in a vehicle. We need to see sale or receipt.
I'm driving the local. He doesn't even drive. He doesn't have a license.
I haven't got the license. It's not my car.
So
It's my wife's car.
yeah, but we need to see some documentation, as I've already said. So I'm going to give you 30 minutes to try and either A, raise funds, or B, I'll be ringing recovery. Okay, so use this time wisely. The balance is £5,344. When we do our job, all the time we hear the goods don't belong to him, but because we've got a High Court writ for that address, it's up to them to prove to us the goods don't belong to the defendant. And if they can't do that, then that's when we start taking control of goods. We need to see a sales receipt for that vehicle.
But it's my sister's car though, so how does that work out now?
Right, how did you pay for it? Did you pay
I
cash?
give it the car.
It's a stalemate. But then Stuart spots a bunch of keys.
Just going to do my mileage check on the vehicle, mate.
Also, he's took my keys.
And ramps up the pressure.
We've managed to get hold of the keys that were hanging up, so I'm just going to do a quick vehicle check before we're in recovery for it to be removed.
But Stuart's actions haven't gone unnoticed.
Father, don't want you to take a key off that because it's my sister's shit.
Key at the moment, sorry, it's been seized.
She's
That's
got
fine.
disabled children.
Yeah, but at the moment,
You've come
sorry,
to
the
deal
car's
with
been
him. You've
seized.
not come to. She's got
Yeah,
disabled
but we need to see
children.
some documentation
She takes them
for
to
that.
hospital.
Let go. Let go now.
No.
Let go now.
The man tries to take the keys from Stuart.
No.
Let go now.
That's my sister.
Yeah, let go now.
You picked them up. I don't
Yeah.
need to let go.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
Listen, man, you don't.
You
Get your hands off me now. Where's your
No, I've got them on my key.
Right.
Not got my hands.
Remove your hand now.
got
Or
my
I'll
hands
phone the
on
police
the
and be removed.
instructions.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
I'm not touching
Do not
it.
touch me.
I'm not touching it.
Your hand is touching
I've
me.
got
Get
my
off me
touching my
now.
keys.
Get off me now.
I'm touching the
Get
keys.
off me now. All of a sudden, you've got a family member that arrives that just throws the whole picture out the window, really. You've then got a secondary battle to deal with by calming down other people in the family. I won't say it a third time, sir.
I'm touching the keys.
Yeah? At the moment, the car's been seized, sir. Get your hand off me now.
She's got
Get your hand off me now.
disabled children.
Get your hand off me now.
Do you not understand what I'm saying? She's
Yeah,
got
I know
two
exactly what
disabled
you're saying, but get your hand off me now.
We don't know anything about it.
Thank
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
This routine job has taken an unpredictable turn. With tensions rising, will Stuart and Ian be able to resolve this case peacefully? High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and colleague Ian Taylor were in Accrington, Lancashire, to recover a debt of over £5,000.
Hello? We're after Mr. Junaid Ashrad.
The debtor, Mr. Arsad, claimed he had no means to pay the debt.
Nothing belongs with me.
Right.
I haven't got anything.
The agents seized a car parked outside the house.
Who owns the vehicle, sir?
My wife.
Have you got any documents to prove that?
Then Mr. Arsad's brother-in-law arrived at the scene.
That's my sister.
Yeah, let go now.
You picked them up. I don't
Yeah.
need to let go.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
And the situation became volatile.
She's got
Get your hand off me now.
disabled children.
Get your hand off me now.
Do you not understand what I'm saying? She's
Yeah, I
got
know
two
exactly what you're saying, but get your hand off me
We
now.
don't know anything about it.
Thank
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Now, as Stuart and Ian try to get the debt recovery back on track, the debtor's brother-in-law decides to shut the door on the agents and block the exit.
That's all I'm doing. You need to leave that
I'm
door
here
open.
for my sister who's got
Yeah,
disabled
you need to
children.
leave that door
No, I'm not
open.
gonna leave it
You are.
open.
Right, phone the police, Ian.
You
Yeah,
call the
just
police.
Yeah, will do. I'll call them now. It's false imprisonment. You need to open the door
It's
now.
not possible. She's
Of course
got
it is.
disabled
Of course it
children.
is.
Do you not care?
False imprisonment, mate. On 999. Open the door.
When somebody tries to lock the door on us, it shows that they're trying to control the situation. We think, right, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. The problem that we've got is it's false imprisonment. It's a legal issue then. We then have to think on our feet and think about the security of ourselves and the people around us.
Open the door.
Oh,
Open the door now.
My sister-
I need immediate police assistance, please. Yeah.
Stuart's call to the police forces the brother-in-law to back down.
Leave that door open. Thank you. No problem. Thanks very much. Right, the door's open. We would need police assistance for breach of the peace.
A few minutes later, the police arrive on the scene.
Morning, officers. Thank you very much for your time. We're falsely imprisoned. When they realise we're phoning the police, they've opened the door and let us back out again.
How many is two of you?
There's me at the moment and my colleague in the hallway at the moment, but it seemed to calm down. So when I phoned the police, I said, "Look, we don't need you now because I don't want to be wasting the police time." You sure?
Yeah, of course
Brilliant.
it is.
With the police present, the family finally starts to cooperate with the agents.
I've not been rude or out.
No, it's fine.
I'm just doing it for my sister.
You've got to do what you got to do, mate. I understand that.
She's got disabled children. This debt thing, that's got nothing.
No, I understand.
She's working on it. She said, can she get about an hour?
It's at the moment we can give it to 11 o'clock, so it's 25 past 10.
She should have this one.
All right.
But while Mr. Arsad's wife tries to raise some funds, the defendant comes up with a surprising offer.
Can we give you not money and anything worth of 5,600?
What do you mean?
It's like gold or something.
Mr. Arsad is offering to settle the debt with the family jewellery.
I've never taken gold before. There'd be a first. Oh, don't take the car. It's not worth anything. There's loads of gold up there.
The family's prized possessions are at risk, but for the agents, seizing jewellery is not a straightforward job.
When we're offered gold, we don't know how much it's going to be worth, we don't know how much it's going to get. Plus, if we do remove goods, there's storage fees and auction charges, so we'd rather deal with a payment there and then.
She's in tears in there. Oh, she's not happy.
With Mr. Arsad's wife upset in the back room, his brother-in-law makes the agents an offer on his sister's behalf.
She can pay you half, no problem. She can sort 2,340 out.
Yeah.
I've got that. I can sort it out for her. But then what?
Needs to be the remaining balance, mate. It needs to be the full balance. That's why we're here. That's why we've got an active high court.
Vehicle's only got 2,200 pounds.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah, but you've also admitted to us there's gold in the house.
So we can take control of that as well.
Mr. Arsad's brother-in-law leaves to try and raise the funds.
As a High Court enforcement agent, we're there on behalf of somebody else who couldn't get the money from the defendant, so our response is always the same, and that's, we're here to take control of goods unless you can make payments. It's as simple as that.
Minutes later, Mr. Arsad's brother-in-law returns to the property
Well, I'll count that out now.
and makes a cash payment in full.
46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So that's 500. So that's $5,000 now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 344 quid. Yeah, there's your receipt. I'll give you my business card now. Don't take the clamp off, mate.
With payment made, Ian takes the clamp off the car, and the case is resolved.
Paid in full in cash, £5,345. It just shows you if you start applying a bit of a pressure, which we did, money starts coming from somewhere. Great result.
Research by a leading housing charity reveals that nearly 500,000 young adults across the UK rely on their parents to help them pay their rent. Adults aged 18 to 34 receive in total £850 million from their parents each year to help with housing costs. Wolverhampton, West Midlands. High Court enforcement agents Matt Highway and Gary Ball have a writ to collect almost £9,000 owed in unpaid rent by Mr. John Nichols.
We've got a debt of £8,972.30.
The landlord has escalated the case to the High Court, and Mr. Nichols must pay the £9,000 debt today.
Getting close with the Ford in the drive.
The car is an asset they could seize if Mr. Nichols can't or won't pay.
Hello there. How you doing? Can I speak to John William Nichols, please? Is it work, is he? Okay.
The debtor's wife and her son are the only ones at home.
I'm here with a High Court writ today. Can you get John on the phone?
Yeah.
Have a word with him. Thank you.
I want to speak to you.
Oh, is that John?
Yeah, speaking, yeah.
Hello, sir. My name's Matthew Highway. I'm a High Court enforcement agent.
Yeah.
I'm here at the property with a High Court writ today.
What's that?
Are you aware of this?
Oh,
Are you close by?
not the M6 at the moment.
Can you get back here then, John, and we can have a look at this and see what the situation is?
Yeah, I should be able to get back.
It's clear the agent's visit has come as a shock to John. But his wife knows exactly why Matt and Gary are here.
My husband was a guarantor
Right.
for my daughter on a house.
Right. Okay.
Just didn't pay the rent.
Oh, right. Okay. It's a pretty substantial amount of money. It's
It's about £5,000, I think.
yeah, it's more like about 8,000 now.
Oh, coming out.
Unknown to John, his daughter stopped paying her rent over a year ago. As guarantor, it's John and not his daughter who is liable for the debt.
What can be done about it?
He needs to pay, is what the long and short of it. It's a bit of a situation, isn't it? It's made Dad liable for a good chunk of money, hasn't it? Being a guarantor for a family member is especially tricky because you're not thinking with your head, you're thinking with your heart. But then the implications of when it unravels is devastating for a family. There's nothing worse than money to drive issues within a family situation.
While they wait for John to return, Gary runs a check on the vehicle in the driveway.
Can you do a HPI for us? Cheers, buddy. Thanks, mate.
Back in the house, John's wife has her daughter Charlotte on the phone.
Hang on here. I want to talk to you.
Hello, Charlotte.
Hello? Can I not do a payment plan with you?
Charlotte, it's not you on the writ, it's your father. Anything,
Yeah, but
anything we have
it was
to...
our guarantor. I'd rather do a payment plan than you taking all my dad's stuff.
Yeah, the claimants obviously took your father to court, so we'd have to sort out anything between us and him, not yourself, you see. You've left him in one hell of a predicament, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I didn't pay the rent is because they didn't bother coming out to fix all the problems.
Take a punch back to your mother.
Okay.
Regardless of Charlotte's dispute with her landlord, the agents are duty-bound to collect the £9,000 they came for.
What's the crack with the car?
Free of finance.
Although the car in the drive is free of finance, it's only worth a fraction of the £9,000 John owes for his daughter's unpaid rent. But then the debtor returns to the house in a much more valuable Range Rover.
Oh no.
John, do you want to go on the drive? I'll move the car the way if you want.
No, Luke.
You alright, yeah?
We should be taking.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? I've got no 8 grand. I've got fuck all.
Okay.
Yeah.
The agents now have an asset they could potentially seize, but John doesn't seem to want to negotiate.
Packing his bags.
He's packing his bags?
Yeah.
So what?
Leaving.
John? John? Do you want to come down, man, and have a talk about this? Put you in the picture of what's going on.
You can take 2 cars.
Okay.
I'll do a car key. They can take the 2 cars, they've got the money, they can go. Simple as. I've made this time, because I'm gone, as soon as these are gone. Right? I don't know. Somebody shit on me from a great fucking night this time.
It's not your wife that's done this to you, is it?
I don't know.
Let's not get angry with these two in here.
Can we solve it?
There's
Look,
no way
can
I
we...
can raise that money,
Alright.
whatever it is. I've lost the shift now.
Rather than getting all hyped up, all angry, start
angry. I'm just...
Start shouting at your missus. It's not going to get us anywhere, is it, John?
No, but if you have the 2 cars, I ain't got to pay no more debts or whatever now. Bosh, because I'm finished. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
No, it's happening more and more often now that parents are acting as guarantors for a debt. We have to enforce the writ. In the same instance, we need to take into account the family. You know, you're putting a bomb in the middle of a family and exploding it from the middle.
Minutes later, one of John's granddaughters arrives at the house.
Charlotte, there's rocks in the shit. 8 grand.
The claimant's taking John to court personally. The long and short of it is you've signed to say that if she doesn't pay the rent, you will. That's what you've signed, unfortunately.
Yeah, I understand that, but they were telling me that I was paying the rent.
Why hasn't anyone gone to Charlotte's first?
Charlotte's not named on the writ.
They ain't got the money to do that. I can't believe she's done that.
With John unable to pay in full, Matt throws him a lifeline. and reduces the amount he has to pay up front.
They normally work on 50%.
So you're looking about
4,500 up front.
Yeah.
I'll raise that much money.
The agents give John an hour to try and raise more funds.
Wait, John, in a bit of a problem at the moment. Charlotte forgot to pay rent for about 15 months.
As family and friends arrive to offer support, John's close to breaking point.
What's this, a fucking freak show? Every fucker's turning up.
with them two.
Ransom's.
Oh, yeah.
Must be a bastard freak show. Fucking hell, where gets round to it?
Sorry, John, I'm sorry it's come to you, mate. You know, it's a victim of the circumstance, aren't you, unfortunately?
As John continues to try and raise some money, Matt clamps the Range Rover, ready to seize if John is unsuccessful.
Hello.
Back in the house, John's granddaughter calls Charlotte to see whether she can help pay off the debt she has accrued.
She hasn't got it. She says she can only get £300 on Friday. To think of it.
Oh.
I knew that she would.
I've told her again. She's getting into a rush. Come and speak, or pick the phone the person up, explain. They'll listen and they can sort it out.
We meet these good, honest people who have got themselves into one hell of a mess with debt. Having a debt is embarrassing to people, not only to themselves, but the community they're living in. It's really hard to see, especially when they're trying their best for their family.
John's time to raise some funds is up. Despite his best efforts, he hasn't been able to raise any of the £4,500 the agents have asked for. Matt has been left with no option but to seize John's Range Rover. But to make matters worse, it's added an extra cost to John's debt.
Okay, John, I'm going to call recovery truck then, mate. Just so that you're aware of what that means. Could take the outstanding debt to £10,826.30. I've got a job for you, mate.
Okay.
Just to pick up and go. It's a Range Rover, and it's been seized with keys.
Okay.
But there's a problem. Valued at £4,000, John's Range Rover won't even cover half the debt. As it's getting late, Gary asks John to call the office the following morning to set up a payment plan for the rest of the balance.
Give you this letter, mate. Yeah. All the details on right. Office number's there, my number's there. You need to call me.
Sorry, John. I'm sorry it's come to it, mate. You know, you're a really nice guy and your family are really great as well, but, you know, it's... Unfortunately, she's just dropped you in it, hasn't she?
20 minutes later, the recovery vehicle arrives.
I felt particularly sorry for this chap. I could see that the guy was a grafter. His one sort of luxury in life was his Range Rover, and that's what he'd spent his hard-earned cash on. He's losing probably what is his pride and joy over a debt that's, you know, not of his making.
Matt and Gary have got the result they needed in a sensitive situation. But in Stuart and Vic's next case...
I'm nothing but a fucking bellend, don't you that? A bully.
They're faced with a hostile response.
You're nothing but a cocky little shit. That's what you are.
After a bitter dispute with an ex-landlady spirals out of control.
But you are though, aren't you?
While cash-strapped young people may have to rely on their parents to pay their rent, families with young children are also vulnerable to falling into arrears. In the first half of last year, nearly a quarter of families who sought help for their debts were in rent arrears. ...7 a.m. Orton, Lancashire.
Well, it's getting dark now, isn't it?
High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are back on the road to collect a £6,000 debt.
We're going to visit Miss Natalie Brennan this morning for the outstanding amount of £6,622.
The debtor, Miss Natalie Brannan, owes the money in rent to an ex-landlady, and Stuart and Vic are here to collect full payment today.
Right, here we are. Oh, they're big houses, mate. Right, let's go.
If Miss Brannan can't or won't pay, Stuart and Vic have the right to remove assets to cover the £6,000 debt. There's no answer, but Stuart notices movement upstairs.
Hello? We're after Natalie. Are you Natalie?
Yeah, I'm happily pregnant, sorry.
Right, okay. Right, we're High Court enforcement agents, Natalie. We've been sent here with regards to an outstanding balance. Are you able to come down, Natalie? Because we need to get this sorted.
Seconds later, Natalie's partner, Wayne, comes to the window.
Listen, right, she isn't coming fucking nowhere.
Do you want us to come round the back and have a chat?
Don't fucking do no back of the property. You think you are?
I'll stay here.
You're the bellend. You think you're big. You think you're untouchable.
What do you mean untouchable, sir?
I'm not your fucking son.
Said, sir, maybe if you came down to the door you'd be able to hear me.
No one's gonna...
Nah, there we go, yeah.
You are.
Alright.
You don't know nothing. Listen, you better go. I'm telling you now, job or not, go.
It's something that we expect on every job is people to be obstructive. We're not there to be welcomed, we're not there to be accepted with open arms, but we have got a job to do. We have got the High Court on our side, and we are like a dog with a bone. Nothing's going to deter us, and we will stay there until the end.
Despite her partner's hostility to the agents, Natalie seems to want to talk.
This was a house we lived in. It had a septic tank, which I won't even go into the gory details. Living in a house with mice and child and everything.
Natalie has been in dispute with her previous landlord. She claims she withheld her rent because of the condition of the property.
Basically, there's been a TCJ issued against me, and I'd sent my rent over on the date they asked. They said that they hadn't received the defence when they actually had. County courts have made a mistake.
Basically what's happened is she's transferred it to the High Court.
Natalie claims that when she tried to appeal the case, the county court mislaid her statement. But the writ is still active, and no matter what the circumstances, Stuart and Vic are duty-bound to enforce it today.
What do we do now?
We need payment.
Simple as that, Natalie.
The agents have been at the property for over half an hour, when Natalie's father turns up at the address.
That's all right.
You're alright.
You know my daughter's 2 weeks off on the baby.
Yes, we do,
Yeah,
she
we
told
do.
us.
What do you need today to go away?
£6,600.
Well, no one's got that, so that.
Yeah.
Do you need to go away and see what sort of deal you can come to?
Well, we can do it now. Why would we have to go away?
How can you not go away if you're not going to get £6,500? Because there isn't £6,500.
Well, what can they raise?
They can't raise nothing. I'll try and give you something.
Natalie has spotted her father from the window and doesn't want him to make the agents an offer.
Dad, not a payment, I'm serious. No chance, Dad.
Natalie, if you want us to go, that's the only way we're going to go. We need some sort of payment.
Dad?
Alright.
You'll have a family member that's received a phone call from the defendant. They're worried, they're scared, try to protect their family, which is completely understandable. But 9 times out of 10, a family member will become like a bull in a china shop to make matters worse.
Minutes later, Natalie's partner, Wayne, comes out of the house.
You don't have to be in the front, do you?
We do, yeah.
Wayne, don't.
We do, yeah.
Wayne,
We do, yeah.
leave it.
Where do we have to discuss the matter then?
Don't even know you, don't want to know you. But
Sorry,
you're
sir.
nothing but a fucking bellend.
Yeah.
Told you that, a bully. And Lewis is Declan. Go calm down, I'll go somewhere. Get the fuck away from the van, it's not even your van either.
With tempers escalating, Natalie's father is concerned about his grandchild inside.
Wayne, Spice Boy, just go somewhere. Wayne, I'll deal with it. I know you feel, but leave it at that. You're nothing but a cocky little shit. That's what you are. But you are though, aren't you?
In what way, sir?
But you are.
In what way?
Sure.
In this job, you're going to get aggression from some people. But at the end of the day, we are trained in what we do. Being calm and controlling with the situation shows that you will not be intimidated.
You act like you know everything when you fucking don't. Imagine you rent a house with a kid, pregnant, shit everywhere. 1 month's rent, and they're here for $6.5 grand. Couldn't even live in a house. You had the septic tank, we wasn't told. They don't know. You should just need to do your job, or it's just wrong.
Well, she has done the right thing. Most people put their heads in the sand.
It's the most human thing
that's understandable. Yeah, exactly right.
Upstairs, Natalie continues to insist that her initial appeal against the writ was mishandled, and that the case has gone back to court.
I've got all my court letters now. Are you override?
What is it you've sent to the court?
I've got everything on email.
She's a customer service man, she's not stupid, she's got all the paperwork, and it's gone back to the county court, and she's waiting to hear from them.
I'm 39 pregnant.
Yeah.
Not feeling great at the moment.
Yeah, no, I understand, yeah. You have to be sympathetic towards some defendants because it might not be their fault they're in this situation, yet we're invading their personal space and their home over something that they might not have inflicted upon themselves. You've got to show some emotion with regards to the job.
Stuart and Vic have been outside the house for 40 minutes. Without access to the property, they can't look into seizing any assets to offset the debt. Given Natalie's condition, Vic offers a reprieve and gives her some extra time to try and sort out her appeal with the courts.
We'll give you 24 hours. Phone the courts, but you got to give us a ring tomorrow morning and give us an update. Okay? Yeah. That's all we can do now.
We'll ring you later anyway.
Just try and get it sorted, alright?
Alright, thanks very much.
Okay.
See you later.
Alright, mate, see you later.
See you later.
Natalie now has 24 hours to sort out her case, but if she's unsuccessful, the agents will be back.
Comes out kicking off, mate, and it turns out to be alright in the end.
Yeah.
He said to me, I'm sorry for calling you those names, mate, you know what I mean? He's bigger than I thought.
No, I can see he's a big boy.
According to the Bank of England's latest figures, the value of unsecured bank and credit card loans in the UK is growing at its fastest rate in more than 11 years. Last year, consumers took out loans to the value of more than £190 billion, a nearly £15 billion increase in 1 year alone. High Court enforcement agents Matt Highway and Gary Ball are in Handsworth, Birmingham.
We've got a Ms. Livia Kurvajova. We're looking for £4,064 and 3 pence.
Quite a lot of money.
Miss Kurvajova owes the money to a credit company for an unpaid loan.
Pull up on the left here, mate.
The case was escalated to the High Court, and Miss Kurvajova must pay today.
Hello there, how are you? I'm looking for Ms. Livia Kurvajova. Is that you?
Yes.
Hello, madam. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. Here with a High Court writ today. So there's an outstanding balance of £4,064 and 3 pence.
How much?
£4,064 and 3 pence.
4,000? I don't have it 4,000.
Okay.
It's too much for me.
Right, okay. As I say, we are here with a High Court writ. Does allow us to enter the property. Okay. The writ commands us to either collect payments or to seize goods for the value.
But I can't pay this all money. It's too much money for
You can't pay it, is that what you're telling me?
But do you need full pay?
Yes, we're here for £4,064 and 3 pence. If that can't be paid, it does go up to £4,658 and 3 pence. If we have to remove goods, it goes up again to £5,514 and 83 pence.
Possibly
That's what we're here to do.
Monthly payment?
It's been through the county court, it's now at the High Court. Time for monthly payments has passed, I'm afraid. What was this for? Was it a loan, this? A loan that you had?
Don't work because
Right.
I'm sick.
Okay.
I haven't money, just sick pay.
You're sick and off work at the moment?
Yes.
Miss Kurvajova, originally from Slovakia, says her loan was taken out to pay for medical care.
Treatment, it's so expensive. All treatment I must pay. Too much trouble because I'm pay for everything. My husband is waiting money for tax return.
Right.
I must first pay my rent.
Well, no, you've got that slightly wrong. Okay. This is a High Court writ. We seem to be in a society now where it's so easy to take out the credit, and when things unravel for them, they unravel big time. And actually, all these things around them, it's like a pack of cards. The whole thing just collapses inwardly. No matter what, we're going to have to get some of this paid today.
I'm having now £20. My husband is be having £70.
Give him a ring, tell him what's going on.
As Miss Kurvajova calls her husband, the agents look around for any assets they could seize. And they're in for a surprise.
Cooker and a washing machine. Adam, so if you're not working, who's bought the cooker and the washing machine?
It's my friend.
But the agents are suspicious.
So why is it not at their house?
Because he is having a small house.
Okay, if he's got a small house, wouldn't they just deliver it there, take out the old one, and put the new one in?
Because it's not long time stay in here.
Why is it even here at all?
It's be better coming with my house because he is living a little bit too far.
Too far for the delivery?
Because it must come in a van.
Okay.
But when Matt inspects one of the appliances more closely, Miss Kurvajova's claim doesn't seem to add up.
Customer is Miss Livia Kurvajova.
It's got your name on it, madam.
Gary goes into the kitchen to investigate further.
You do understand your washing machine's unplugged, didn't you? In the kitchen?
In there?
In there, yeah. It looks to me that that's been replaced because it's been pulled out and it's unplugged. And look, there's a brand new washing machine here.
But it's not mine.
I do enjoy the investigation side of this job. We have to search people's belongings. It's all part of the job. Whether it's in people's bedrooms, in the kitchen, in the living room. We're looking for how these people are living and what means they're living by. I'll go through every drawer if I have to until I find what I need.
It's putting in my name.
So I should put it in your name as well? Oh, okay. I usually do that when I buy things. Put them in other people's names and get them delivered to someone else's house.
This routine job is not going to be as straightforward as it first appeared. Matt and Gary will have to use all of their tenacity to get to the bottom of this case. Matt Highway and Gary Ball were in Handsworth, Birmingham, collecting a £4,000 debt owed to a credit company for an unpaid loan.
It's too much for me. I don't work because I'm sick.
But when the agents looked around for assets to seize, they found two brand new appliances, delivered in Miss Kurvajova's name.
If you're not working, who's bought the cooker and the washing machine?
It's my friend.
You do understand your washing machine's unplugged, don't you?
So far, Miss Kurvajova hasn't provided any evidence that the expensive white goods in the house aren't hers. But before seizing them, Matt wants to give her another chance to pay.
What can you raise, Livia, now? About £16. Not going to make much of a dent, is it really? On 4,658.
Yeah, and I don't know, giving me £4,000. This is my account.
Although you are now £8.90 overdrawn, yeah, you've actually had £1,906 in your account this month.
I have a question. What's happening now?
Okay.
When I don't pay?
I'm going to go around the property to see what I can seize in the property.
Everything you take?
Yeah.
Anything of value?
Take.
So, I suggest if you can make any phone calls, you do that, okay? And if it's your husband that you need to speak to, then by all means speak to him. Hello?
Moments later, two family members arrive at the house.
How are you?
Friend, are you? Oh, cousins.
It's my husband.
Cousins with the husband, okay.
Immediately, they try to remove the white goods.
No.
They stay there at the moment.
That's not moving anywhere.
She's my wife. She paid me money.
The cousin claims the appliances are his.
We're here to take control of goods, so they stay where they are at the moment. I have to come back later.
Right.
It's got Livia's name on it, okay? That's why it stays where it is.
Other family members arrive at the house. just as Miss Kurvajova finally gets her husband Joseph on the phone.
My mamy wielki problem. U naszej kizi są żandarze.
Joseph. Thank you. Joseph, hello. My name's Mr. Highway. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. I'm at your property today, sir, with a High Court writ for your wife.
Nie piwa z kizi bunkę. Nie zapłacę. Nie wszystko powiem.
Jo, right. I will do it now. I don't give you.
I'm commanded to attend the property today to either collect a payment or to seize goods to the value of.
Now, today.
I'll pass you back to your wife.
Yes, please.
Have a chat with Joseph.
Z czym się dzieje do jednej to są 4000. Ani tak nas tu nie minie, żeby nam wypraznili hiziu. Ja mi kazała, że mnie tu nie ma kto pożyczyć ani 100 libry, a nie to 4000.
The agents have been at the house for 45 minutes when Miss Kurvajova finally makes them an offer.
Half, no?
Have you got half? If you tell me you've got half, I'll ring the client and find out.
Aspoň polovičku. To ty 2000. My husband is trying phone in France, so giving me the half money, with 2000. But it's not 100% because he's let me know.
Okay, no.
Minutes later, Joseph calls back.
Hello?
Nobody borrowed me 2,500. That's a lot of money.
As the couple can't raise even half the money, Matt decides to set them a new target.
If you can get £1,000 by 4 o'clock, we'll stop enforcement action today, and I'll organise to set up an arrangement for Livia going forward.
My cousin can bring some money, and my cousin Mrs. bring some money.
All right, good. How long will that be?
I don't know, 10 minutes?
And that's £1,000, Joseph, yeah?
I think so.
Thank you. So if Joseph gets £1,000, how much monthly going forward can you pay?
Monthly? For me, possibly pay 150. My husband, it will be giving some money, maybe 100.
You can pay £250 a month going forward.
Definitely.
Perfect.
250.
Just minutes from the 4 o'clock deadline, a family member arrives at the door.
So what's there?
Shall I count that out for you?
500.
We're halfway towards the £1,000. So yeah, we're getting there.
I think the next lady's just turned up with some more money. It seems, they've pulled together.
Please stop.
The family have managed to raise £800, but if the remaining £200 doesn't arrive soon, the agents will have no choice but to start seizing goods from the house.
So we need to get to £1,000, yeah? We find in certain communities money is pulled from numerous different families to pay off the problem that they've got. It tells us that the debtors have got that support system in place, that they're well liked, and that people are willing to rally around after them.
Just minutes later, the last £200 is delivered to the house.
Thank you.
1,000.
Done, okay? So your balance now is £3,658.03.
With £1,000 paid, it will take Miss Kurvajova 14 months to clear the balance on her payment plan.
Thanks, Olivia. Take care, okay? Thank you.
After 2 hours on the case, the agent's perseverance has paid off.
Reasonable down payment there for the clients, but more importantly than that, we've put the debt back on track. And I've got faith that she'll stick to it and she will get it paid off.
Pretty good result.
According to figures from the Ministry of Justice, there were over 10,000 landlord repossessions in the run-up to Christmas 2014. Charities predict that more than 120,000 children in England will wake up homeless or in temporary accommodation on Christmas Day this year.
Steve and Ben Pinner are High Court enforcement agents. They travel around the south of England, taking control of goods to cover debts and repossessing homes.
Over the Christmas period, evicting families, especially with children, is so much more difficult. They've got the weather to deal with, the council to deal with, so for them it's stressful, and for us from being the other side, because we have to enforce it. It's, it takes its toll.
It's the first morning back after New Year's Day. Today, Steve and Ben are on their way to Crystal Palace in South London with a writ to evict a young family.
Yemi Kihindi, don't know anything about them actually. Simply as Section 21 end of tenancy.
The landlord has plans to redevelop the property and wants the tenants out. The eviction was being processed by the county court, but to speed it up, the landlord has obtained a writ from the High Court to gain possession immediately, without notice to the tenant. As the team arrive, a woman and child are leaving the house.
Oh, she might be the one we need. She might be. 27. What's her name? Yemi. Yemi?
And this is Yemi. Hello there. We're High Court enforcement.
It's the family they're instructed to evict, Yemi Kanani and her 7-year-old daughter.
The landlord has gone to the High Court.
Yeah.
And the High Court has issued this today to be served.
There's a lot of movement there.
No, it's not, is it? Let's get me a little...
A few minutes later, Yemi returns.
Got one somewhere.
No, baby,
The reality of eviction has hit hard.
No, I will give you the letter.
Honestly?
Yeah, there isn't sending me any letter. The court, and then I go to... I will give you.
Just relax.
I will give you.
Just relax, calm down. Just calm down.
Yeah,
okay.
because I didn't receive any letter.
Okay.
I just the court to give you. I will give you the court.
Okay, I'm just going down. We'll come back upstairs in a second.
Yemi knew the house was due to be repossessed, but the council told her to wait for an eviction letter.
So what's happened is the paperwork that
Yeah.
you've probably got here from the county courts
Yeah.
has been transferred to the High Court.
Yeah.
With the High Court,
Yeah.
there's no notification.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the route the landlord showed to take. The council.
Ben's brought the eviction notice.
You didn't give.
Yeah, you don't get it till we arrive.
You didn't give for the man, and then you have to send also us.
No. That's for the county court. We're from the High Court. There's two courts in the country.
Because we don't know.
Okay, calm down. Just I'm going to explain it to you.
Yeah, we don't know nothing.
The situation now
Yeah.
is obviously that we are here to evict you today.
2 hours it means.
Yes.
Okay.
We give you an hour.
Hour.
Yeah. You don't need to take, or you just need to take a bag, medication, passports to get what you need to get by for the next
And
few
there's a
days.
restaurant.
And then the rest.
Yeah.
You make arrangements with the landlord, who you have his number.
Yeah.
Just pack a bag, get yourself together.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. And get the rest of your stuff once you've got somewhere.
Yemi is worried that she may not get back into the flat again. And there's something missing. Her husband.
Where's your partner?
That's why it's coming from train.
On the train?
Yeah, it's,
Oh.
no, it's already maybe soon.
Okay.
Yemi's husband, Tez, arrives.
Tez. Hi, how you doing? Ben.
He's rushed home from work.
Should we go up and see Yemi? Yeah. You understand the situation, yeah?
We were told to leave.
Yes.
And I spoke to him.
Who?
The landlord.
Okay.
The landlord said, I want to demolish the house.
Yeah.
We had a contract, 1-year contract.
Okay.
We don't have any payment hours.
No, yeah.
I don't know why he sent you today. And I spoken to him, and he said okay. He gave us a couple of weeks. Yeah, that's his property. We know it. But it is a timing.
Yeah.
We need to have another accommodation.
That's why what I've asked Yemi to do is pack a bag.
Yeah.
And, you know, to get down the council. Should we go up and see her?
All right.
We need to start making a move now.
Tez is an admin assistant, but despite working full-time, he doesn't earn enough to pay full rent. The family receive housing benefit, which has made finding a new home tough.
We couldn't find another property to rent. Landlords do not accept half council payment, half top-up. They want full. And now the housing price has gone up. They want someone to pay the highest. And we couldn't get a council property. That's hard at the moment. So we are out. Down. Have you got the medicine for our medicine? That's important.
Yemi and Tez are finally ready, but now they have another problem.
You sure? Sort of becomes a bit of a nightmare because you think to yourself, well, where are you going to put all of this?
Yemi has filled 13 bags. They can't take them all to the council.
You could have left it in the flat. That's what we told the lady upstairs. You could leave the stuff here, take an emergency batch for a few days, and then make arrangements to come and take the rest.
The moment you might not thinking straight.
You need to look after this because someone else will take it.
The family are now homeless. While Tez decides to stay with the bags, Yemi heads to the council in search of a bed for the night. But they're facing an uncertain future at a difficult time of year.
The average British family spends...
Before Christmas. High Court enforcement agents Paul Bohill, Steve Pinner and his son Ben are in Chessington, Surrey, to enforce a writ of possession. The writ orders them to repossess a house on behalf of the owner. They've been warned that this job could become volatile.
If a tenant gets arsey with me, I'll just take it. I just don't react to it. Just go straight past me. I'm not interested in their opinion of me, or the job, or the writ, or the system, or anything.
Michelle Walker is evicting her ex-husband, Gavin, from their former marital home. The High Court writ means the agents have the power to evict him immediately. Ex-wife Michelle is already there, waiting.
And where Michelle is standing outside of.
She's not supposed to be there.
They can't resist it, can they?
No.
He's obviously not there, that's why. Look,
Gavin Walker is a cab driver, and it looks like he may be out.
Morning.
How are you doing?
Locksmith.
Yeah.
Steve.
Aware that he could come back any minute, Paul is keen for ex-wife Michelle to stay out of sight.
Are you going to make yourself scarce just in case he comes back now? No, that's...
Michelle and Gavin bought the house together over 20 years ago. They've been separated for 12 years. And while Gavin remained in the property, Michelle moved to temporary accommodation. They've been fighting over ownership of the house ever since.
Okay. I'm not getting on your case. If he comes back, there's a history that goes back a long, long way that he's been kicked out of the house, so she's now evicting him. My guess is that the bloke will turn up, he may well explode, but we'll talk him down.
The house is well known to the local locksmith.
This has gone on and on and on. This is the fourth time. So many people have drilled these locks. It's been ridiculous. This is the third or fourth time I've drilled up the locks here.
The divorce has now been finalised. Gavin has been ordered to leave the house by the county court. He was given 28 days to move out, but he's refused to leave. So Michelle has taken it to the High Court to get him evicted today.
Oh, he's not there.
No.
Well, young man,
open the door. Wherever he is, he's a cab driver. He's not going to be local, is he?
Yes, I know.
He's going to be in central London.
All the activity has attracted the attention of a neighbour.
she's just being nosy. Hi there, can I help you?
About 15 minutes if you cannot be doing anything.
We're going to do anything we can, so don't worry.
Bless. Yeah, happy Christmas. Okay. Yeah, happy Christmas to you all. Where's Michelle then?
She doesn't need to be here.
Gavin Walker could arrive at any moment.
It'd be nice if we were inside looking out when he does get here, but there's nothing you can do. We've got a High Court writ. We have authority to break into the property and repossess it. There is nothing at all that he can do to stop us.
We just need to be ready for him when he does get here. Should he be upset enough to step out of line?
Is he still drilling?
We're in.
It's taken 20 minutes and the door's finally open.
Hello?
Thank you very much. All clear, Paul.
A few minutes later, Gavin Walker arrives.
Yeah, that'll be him.
Mr. Walker?
Good morning, Mr. Walker.
We're High Court enforcement agents. We're here to repossess the property today.
And we have already gained access. We'll show you the paperwork so that you're happy with everything.
Excuse me, do you mind not
stepping?
Yeah, I've got white carpets here.
Yeah, but with all due respect, sir, it's no longer your house. So you don't have to worry about that at the moment.
How long have I got to clear my stuff out?
You only need to take your emergency stuff, medication, clothing for a few days. We'll give you an hour or so. They're changing the locks.
Can I have more than that, please?
How long do you want to give him? An hour?
We'll give you an hour to take the stuff that you need now. If you need to collect your paperwork, we'll help you sort, your pilots.
I'd like more. Well, I'd like to do it myself. I'd like more time.
Oh, I'm sorry, you can't get it. We're going to be here for an hour from now, and that's it. We'll then lock the premises. If we consider that people are likely to become very angry, we'll be looking for ways to break the ice and to lead them away from the subject in hand. Do you want a cup of tea? I'll make you a cup of tea. Will that help? A cup of tea usually helps. It helped me. Anything like that to distract them from the main issue so that we can establish a rapport with them. I know you're really stressed at the minute.
I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed at all. Okay. I'm just. I
know you're trying to think.
I'm thinking.
It's all right. I understand.
I don't get stressed. Stress doesn't come into my life.
Okay, a bit like me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stress isn't worth worrying about.
No, you're right. Yeah. He's not exploding. He's not shouting his mouth off and all the rest of it, but he's just seething. Underneath, he's right on the edge. Well, by all means, speak to your solicitor.
Yeah, I've got to. Yeah,
of course.
This situation is untenable. It's not fair either. So there has to be a way for me to get this revoked.
Not to my knowledge.
But Gavin's not taking Paul's word for it. He calls his lawyer.
Is there anything under English common law that could totally revoke this High Court order?
The solicitor suggests there is one last chance to overturn it.
Yeah, she wants me to go down to the court office at Guildford and ask to get this set aside. Have you come across that sort of... you have? It's never worked. If you want to do that, feel free. We won't grant anybody access to the house. Will she get access at all, Bob? She will, and if you let me finish, don't interrupt me. We will hold on to the keys until you've come back to me and said the court can do nothing. Right, okay, fair enough. Okay? When you come back later, it's going to be a flying visit. I'm not going to be here for 2 or 3 hours. Right. So clear the decks as fast as you can, then get your arse down to Guildford. I'll still be...
Paul's calculating that the writ will be upheld and that the eviction will go ahead. He hopes that letting Gavin go to court will ease him out of the house more smoothly.
He's okay. He's as good as gold now. You know, we reached the turning point. The best of friends.
The team updates ex-wife Michelle, who's waiting in a nearby service station.
He's packing his stuff up.
He has started packing, is he? Right. Sorry I have little faith. I've just had so much with this man.
We have to let him play this game.
Right, okay.
So at the end of the day, when Paul comes back, it'll be to take your stuff and then go.
Paul's taking a risk to get Gavin out peacefully. If it goes wrong, Michelle may not get her wish to be back in her former home for Christmas. It's now nearly 9 o'clock. Ex-wife Michelle has been waiting at a nearby service station all day, in the hope that she can get into her former home tonight. Paul has finally got some news.
Hello, Michelle. Sorry it's taken so long. I know it's been a long day. It's been fraught for you. Okay, your ex-husband went to court, as he said he was going to do. The court rejected everything, and he's gone through his ritual dance. It's all come to pass exactly as I said it would. But he's now run his course. Okay?
I'm pleased because I feel like Christmas has come early.
Okay, so I'll go turn the lights on.
Right.
And wait for him. He's just got to load his stuff up and go.
Right, thank you very much.
Okay then.
Gavin's worried about something completely different.
Paul, it's my house. That, to me, that's abuse. That's shocking, really. Just come in, traipse in. It's not your problem now, Gavin. Can we cut to the chase? What do you want to do now? I've got to go to my mum's. My mum is furious with my ex-wife. Yeah. Okay? My mum's got dinner for me. Yeah. Paul, please. The reason, I suppose, for defendants finding it very difficult to understand that this is D-Day and there is no going back is because it's life as they've known it for years. Okay, really critical this is, for your benefit, not for mine. Go on. What's here that you don't want your wife to get at? I've got files in there that are for me, not for her. We haven't got time now, because you've got to go back to Ashford. I'm not concerned about me going back to Ashford. I'm just concerned that I'm going to have to give the keys to your wife tonight. So we need to get out of here what you need to get out. Paul, I haven't got enough time, Paul. I can't not give her the keys back tonight.
Gavin's still not willing to give in easily and tries once more to delay his eviction.
That's fine. If you want to meet me here tomorrow... But she's going to have the keys in the meantime. No, because she'll be in here. No, I'm sorry. That's the way it's she'll be rifling. You don't realise what you're dealing with. I do realise what... This woman is mentally ill and she is out to absolutely put me in the grave. OK, well, get the files now. I'll help you carry them down and we'll get them in your cab and away. I can't believe you let them in the house with their boots on. I'm sorry. Gavin, it's not your house. It's her problem. It's my house. Look, Gavin, I'm here. If you want half an hour, I'll help you carry the stuff out, but he might kick off. I'll be ready in about another 30 minutes. No, I want to go now. I'm going to lock the property. You're going to have to go.
Paul's now worked an 18-hour day.
Okay, just put it down. I need to be away now. Gavin, I'm sorry. Gotta go.
But he still helps Gavin load his documents into the taxi.
I need paints and stuff. And my tracksuit gear and all that. Gavin, I'm going in 5 minutes. That's it. There's a lesson to be learned in this. People will always take kindness as weakness. So we helped him out this afternoon. And now he thinks we're a walkover. Gavin, come on, I've had enough. Well, I don't care. I've got home to go to and it's 2 hours away.
It's now 11 p.m. Gavin finally leaves the house.
Court paperwork. Bedtime reading.
Paul heads off to look for Michelle. After 12 long years of fighting, she's finally got possession of her home.
I don't think you should stay here tonight, personally. I think you're going to be just stressing yourself out.
No, I'm all right.
You sure?
I've got like a DVD, and I'm going to light the fire. I've got some wood sorted out and a glass of wine, and I'm going to chill.
She'd been excluded from her house for 12 years. And he'd done absolutely everything in his power to mess her about with the court situations. And we had him evicted when he was least expecting it.
Christmas is a make or break time for retailers, with some making as much as 1/5 of their annual profit in December alone. But with business costs rising year on year, many shopkeepers run into trouble just before the Christmas spending rush begins.
So what are we going to now?
We're actually going to an off licence where there's arrears of rent.
Paul, Steve and Ben are in Waterlooville, Hampshire, to visit an off licence. They're here to collect a debt for a landlord who is owed nearly £6,000 in rent. The rent was due 10 weeks ago, and a further payment is due in a couple of weeks' time, on Christmas Day. If the rent isn't paid today, Paul has the right to seize goods to cover the debt.
Leaving.
Hello, sir. Are you the boss here?
I'm working here.
You're working here?
Yeah.
Is the boss available, please?
No.
We're here to collect the rent, or take everything away.
Rent?
Yeah.
So how many months for the rent? Do you know it, if you don't mind?
The amount that's outstanding is £5,219.76,
All right.
which was due on the 29th of September.
Okay, don't worry. Where do you come from? For the bailiff or
I'm
court?
the bailiff, yes.
Kareem, the shop manager, calls the owner.
Yeah, doctor.
Hello. I'm a certificated bailiff. I've come to collect the rent. It's £5,926.
Can you give us some time, please?
Well, how long do you want? Half an hour? And are you going to pay the whole amount now?
In 1 week time.
Can you pay half of it now and half in a week?
I'm sorry, we can't do just like that. It's very difficult. Please, can you give us 1 week time, please?
Well, no. Well, I'm sorry. If there's no payment received today, we will have to start taking the contents of the shop away.
We don't receive any letter.
The rent was due on the 29th of September. On Christmas Day, the next rent falls due.
Paul needs a large payment today to keep the business open. The owner makes her first offer.
If you pay us 1,000 today.
No, I want 3,000 today.
Within a short time, how can we do? Give us some time, please.
Pay £2,000 today, and I'll come back tomorrow for the rest.
But the owner is sticking to the offer of £1,000 and wants Kareem to use the money in the till towards the debt.
I'm paying the £400 here, and it's 4 o'clock now,
No, but the rent was due on the 29th of September.
Yeah, I know, but because of 4 o'clock, until now, I can't ask for the money until now. But
it must be possible for you to get more money than £1,000 together.
£400, I can pay just for the £400, or maximum, I count for my pocket how much I got it. £500 I'm going to pay now. I'm paying this on the spot.
He just thinks he can fob us off with an excuse. So we'll just start ratcheting the situation up in a minute or two. You look through the back, Steve. So
I think it's probably just a toilet.
Is it?
Oh no, lots of stock.
The only alternative is that we take everything away. The technique is that you've got to impress upon the tenant that if they don't make payment, that they're likely to lose their business.
When you take all the codes, we are going to close the shop. I can't pay the rent in the future.
We need to impress that upon them to hypothetically squeeze them gently so that they understand that there is pressure upon them and they need to make a settlement. Listen.
Yeah.
I want you to make a determined effort to get
I know. I believe you.
Otherwise, there is an alternative.
Yeah,
we will lock the shop.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And then that'll be the end of it.
I know. It is your job.
Paul stands firm, but so does Kareem.
You can accept, you can take the money. Or you don't accept, you take the course. No choice with me. After you, choice with you. Because you are boss now. Before I am boss, you are boss now. I know it. Yeah. Because choice yours. If you want it, you can take the course. Or take the money. After you.
The team now have a dilemma. Face the expense of emptying the shop or accept Kareem's offer. Paul comes up with a compromise solution. £550 in cash and £500 on a card.
550 on there.
550, yeah?
Yeah.
The balance has got to be paid.
Tomorrow, 1,000.
Will you please not interrupt me?
You know more tomorrow.
£1,000 tomorrow.
Yes.
The balance within 7 days.
Definitely.
Is that okay? Right, banking details, Ben.
Right, sort codes. Ready? It's not authorised then. Should we double check the card number again?
Not authorised.
But just when they thought they had a deal,
okay.
Sale, not authorised. Barclaycard.
the cards declined.
Not authorised. Been declined.
It has actually been declined. Okay, so what would you like us to do?
Paul now has to accept what he can get and hope they can sort it out tomorrow.
6 o'clock at night, we can't get removal people out. We've got no option but to wing it.
Ben tries to work out another solution.
The only other option is if they pay the $1,500 tomorrow, because they was going to pay another $1,000 tomorrow bank transfer.
The landlord agrees.
She has until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning to pay £1,500 into the bank by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
£500 before 10 o'clock, definitely. £1,000 before 4 o'clock.
It's taken over 2 hours, but it's not what they wanted.
We've come away with £550 in cash. That's the best we can do.
Kareem and the owner have till tomorrow to pay £1,500. So Paul leaves them with an ultimatum.
Don't let me down, or I'll be back and close it down.
Good luck. Maybe.
Writ entitles them to evict whoever is in the house. The tenant named is Karen Ballinger, but the team don't know much else.
And now the post is still in the letterbox.
Although a dog is barking, nobody comes to the door.
There is a little chihuahua in there.
There doesn't seem to be anyone at home. So the team start to drill out the locks.
Hi. Hi. We're High Court enforcement agents. We're here to repossess the property. We did knock at the door, and obviously there was no answer.
Well, I've got a solicitor working on it, and
I'm afraid it's past that stage now. Would you like to open the door? We'll come in and we'll talk about it. Paul, we have contact.
Hello. Thank you.
The team were expecting to evict a woman and have no idea who the mystery tenant is.
Sorry, we're High Court enforcement agents. We have a writ here to repossess this property. Karen Ballinger we're looking for, specifically.
no, she leased it, but I'm the one who's lived here.
You pay her then, I take it?
No,
That's
they
the
were
agent,
for me because I suffer from depression and stuff. They kind of, and I was sort of stopping backwards and forwards with family.
Okay. What's your name?
Terry.
Terry.
The tenant, Karen Ballinger, is actually Terry's sister.
So in practical terms, it means that you've got to leave today. So we would normally give you an hour to get your personal belongings together, and then you can make an arrangement with the agent who is with us to come back and pick up the rest of your stuff when you've made alternative arrangements. Have you got family in that round here?
I have family, but I don't talk to them. I feel out of them completely.
What are you going to do then?
I don't know.
You need to get down to council.
Huh?
You have to get down to council.
No, I can't with a dog. I'm just going to get a cigarette.
Yeah, certainly, that's okay.
Christmas is a time many families come together, but not today. Terry seems to have no one to call and nowhere to go.
What we're concerned with is that we get you rolling in these circumstances.
Obviously, with it being so close to Christmas, it is essential that obviously we get you to the council as soon as we can.
So far as priorities are concerned with the council, probably the lowest on their list, if indeed it appears on their list, is a single male. And then below him again is a single male with a dog. Because this is actually the eviction warrant, it may be that they'll do something where they wouldn't do anything before.
Get a warning about that.
You don't. There's no.
It's a bit dirty and underhanded then, really.
You tell that to the High Court judge who signed it.
Yeah, well, I think that to do that, that's even worse than at Christmas.
I'm an atheist, so it doesn't really matter. But Christmas doesn't affect this process.
There's a good boy.
Paul's concerned that Terry is a potentially vulnerable tenant.
What is your actual condition?
Well, I suffer from depression, anxiety, and kind of like agoraphobia type thing.
All right.
So it's like crowds and
The agents are worried that Terry could face real difficulties if they don't intervene. Ben rings the council.
I'm just concerned with his mental health. No, I need to speak to someone quite urgently, to be honest. Terry?
Yeah?
Do you have any other social worker's number? Sometimes it helps to speak with people who know the person and who just seem to be getting voicemail. I need just one of your social workers, that will probably help.
Ben finally gets through to the council's mental health team.
When you're faced with someone who has mental health issues, we tread very carefully because we don't want to do anything that's going to antagonise the situation or affect their health.
I want to know if there's any flags where he's of danger to himself or others. Right, that's my main concern.
Now they've informed Terry's caseworker he's being evicted, the team hope he has more chance of gaining emergency housing tonight. But there's no guarantee.
You know, I've got sympathy with you. Christmas is coming, you've been evicted, and nobody appears at this moment to be trying to help you. I mean, there might be a happy ending to the story.
I'd like to die. Thank you very much.
What I'd like to do is to bounce in between the council and the welfare people, because he's got nowhere to go. We're going to take you down the council. They're going to do something between them and the mental welfare people. Have you got a bag with your kit in?
No, but I'm just thinking about what I need to get for the dog and stuff.
Yes.
Got food and...
If there are dogs in the property, to me...
Danger.
I'll smash his head.
Lies.
I can't pay you.
Somebody's telling porcupines, aren't they?
Secrets.
We'll find you in the end, Stephen.
You won't find me.
Up and down the UK, we see Britain's most resilient High Court enforcement agents
Back away from me.
I've got to go take the kids to
Back
school. This is my
away.
time.
under pressure half of the year alone. Matt Highway and Gary Ball are High Court enforcement agents. They travel all over the West Midlands, recovering debts and seizing goods.
Right, let's go and live the dream, mate, shall we? Let's go and make someone's day.
It's 7 a.m. and they're in Birmingham to collect nearly £2,000 owed in unpaid parking fines.
So, mate, it's still dark and we're in Northfield. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Let's mix it up, mate.
Yeah, go on.
You ask me where we're going.
you know where we're going?
I do, mate, yeah.
You tell
I
me.
know where we're going.
Go on.
We're going to see a Mr. Stephen Watton.
You okay, you got that bit right?
In Northfield.
You got that bit right?
And he owes a few pence under £2,000.
Yeah, it's £1,967.99.
There you go.
If Mr. Watton can't or won't pay, the agents can seize goods and vehicles belonging to him to offset the debt.
With the Fiesta in the drive.
Morning, madam. I was after a Stephen Watton.
Not here.
Not here. Oh, doesn't he? Who are you to him, madam? So who is he to you, madam? Morning, sir. You alright?
Not here. She's gonna have to leave.
Yeah. Who is he, though, sir? Who is he?
What do you mean?
To you? Who is he to you?
It's not to us.
Did
don't live here.
Are you saying that you're new tenants? Is that what you're saying to us?
Yes.
You don't live here.
So he's not here at the moment? Or he's a previous tenant?
You don't live here.
Well, High Court enforcement agents are here with a High Court writ today. Can Mr. Watton be contacted?
No, because like I said, we don't know who he is.
If you work with us, then we can work with you.
He used to live here.
We used to. They were getting somewhere. When we first turn up on a job, all we got to go on is a name, an address, and the amount we're there to collect. So we do have to think on our feet when we get there. You know, asking lots of questions. We have to dig down and try and find the person we're looking for. But I think me and Matt, work well together. We're a good team, and 9 out of 10 times you do get the outcome that we both want.
After claiming not to know the debtor, the man now says that Mr. Watton was a previous tenant. But the agents need proof that he no longer lives there.
Have you got a council tax bill or a tenancy agreement we can have a look at to prove he doesn't live here? No. Didn't bang on it, sir. We just knocked on it.
No one to speak to us now. I'm going to get my mate out of the car then.
Okay. Mate, it's called Mr. London Triangle, and he's going to put it on the car now.
There's a possibility that one of the men may in fact be the debtor, Stephen Watton, and the cars outside could be his. The agents act fast to secure them.
Just watch the door, mate.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, we're going to get situations where people deny that the defendant lives at the property. We can only converse up to a level. If conversation stops, then we try the action technique. The second a clamp comes out the back of the van, and suddenly, the whole house lights up.
Matt's actions haven't gone unnoticed.
You ain't taking that, buff. I've got paperwork.
Go and get the paperwork. Move back.
Yo, get off me. Move back. Yo, you need to watch yourself. You need to watch yourself. Sir, if you're going to get silly, we're going to get the police in and get you arrested, alright?
Please, check the reg on that car.
Guys, if you wanted to work with us, you could have worked with us.
I'll cut that off. I'll cut it off. I ain't bothered. You need to get off the profit.
Excuse me.
Listen, High Court. Yeah, I'm listening to you.
High Court written.
We don't know where they live.
Okay.
I don't know where they are.
We have asked you for a tenancy agreement or a council tax bill.
Tenancy agreement?
People get aggressive and insult us as their way of dealing with the situation. They might think if they do threaten us enough, then we'll leave. We're not going to leave. We're there to do a job. Whether you threaten us, whether you threaten our family, we're still going to be there, and we're still going to do the job.
The men are not telling the agents who they are, but Matt still suspects one of them could be the debtor. So he increases the pressure and clamps the second car in the driveway.
Back away.
You're not taking my
Back
car.
away from me.
I've got to go take the kids to
Back
school. This is my
away
car. Do you want
from
your
me.
paperwork?
Back away from me.
No, do you want your paperwork?
Move away from me.
Move now.
Move away from me. Move away from me.
No, you're
Move.
not. It's fine. Suck your mum. Suck your mum, straight up. Suck your mum. No. Suck your mums.
Right, I'm going to get the police here, mate.
Get the police here, mate.
Move away. Suck your mum. Suck my
Move
mum.
away from me. Move away. Move away from me.
With tensions escalating, Gary and Matt will have to act quickly to prevent the situation turning violent. Matt Highway and Gary Ball were in Birmingham to recover a debt of nearly £2,000 owed by Stephen Wattham in unpaid parking fines. A woman and two men came to the door. They claimed that Stephen Wattham didn't live at the address and obstructed the agents.
You're going to have to leave.
Matt suspected one of the men was the debtor and clamped both cars in the driveway.
Move away.
Tempers escalated.
Suck your mum. Suck your mum, straight up. Suck your mum. No.
Now, with the situation getting even more confrontational, Gary calls the police.
Hello there, can I have the police, please?
Lever you over, but
Whatever,
Take
mate.
it off then, bro.
Whatever.
Hello?
I'm really interested in it.
Yeah, we have two High Court enforcement agents, two gentlemen getting a bit violent and a bit shouty with us. We're executing a High Court writ.
We'll send an officer when we've got one available.
Thanks very much. Cheers, brother.
Okay, thanks.
The police are on their way, but the men aren't calming down.
It's my car, it's not fucking yours. It's not nobody else's. This house is not rented by him either. Check the council, he's not rented. He's not down as living here. I've got to go take the kids to school, you're going to fucking clamp my car.
Where's the kids?
Down at my baby mum's, that's
That's okay.
You're gonna try and
Well, this is not going anywhere.
off with that on then?
You can drive off with that on if you like. You'll make a bright mess of your car, though.
People obstructing us, it only makes life more difficult for them, really. I think what they need to remember on that, it is a criminal offence to obstruct me in my duty. People will try that as a deflection, but the end result's still the same.
The agents have been at the property nearly half an hour. Finally, the woman hands Gary her tenancy agreement.
That's what we asked for in the first place, isn't it? That's all we wanted.
I was here 6 years, I exchanged with them, and then I changed back.
You moved back in here how long ago?
Like 4 or 5 months ago.
The woman claims Stephen Wattham moved out several months ago when she exchanged properties with him, and he's not listed on the tenancy agreement. But as addresses are double-checked before a writ is issued, the agents can't be totally sure that the claims of the house exchange are true. Matt and Gary decide to wait for the police to arrive before taking any further action.
Okay.
You're done doing your job now, ain't you?
No, we're not. I'll wait for the police to arrive, okay.
Well, you got your letters, see you later.
We've still got the issue of you obstructing in my duty, having which criminal offence, so we'll have a chat with the police about that.
I've got shit to do. I've got stuff to do. I've got to go take the kids to school.
Well, it's delayed at the moment, unfortunately.
What do you mean delayed at the moment?
Yeah.
That can be taken off me.
They shouldn't,
As soon as the police get here,
they shouldn't be
that's
too
great.
long.
I swear to God.
It's just a crazy way of going about things, isn't it?
I know. He's off on his morning run now.
But then, one of the young men disappears down the street. While they wait for the police, Matt looks for any clues as to the ownership of the cars. But he's in for a surprise.
On the rear passenger footwell. Wrapped up in a towel. It's the sort of things we have to be aware of when we're doing our job. No other tools, like no screwdriver or spanners or socket set or anything, just a lump hammer.
Minutes later, the young man returns, followed by another man.
What are you doing here? Who are you looking for?
Hello, sir. Who are you, sorry?
You're looking for Stephen Wattham?
Yes, sir.
That's me. Why are you here?
Oh, great stuff. Okay, smashing.
The agents finally have the man they were looking for.
So you're Mr. Stephen Wattham?
I am, yes.
So there's a High Court writ outstanding for you?
That's right. No, I'm not paying it, that's the whole point.
Mr. Wattham immediately denies responsibility for the unpaid parking tickets.
I had a Jaguar a very long time ago.
Yeah.
I sold the Jag. A year afterwards, I got the first ticket through. And a few days later, another one come through. Another one come through. I think I ended up with a pile of them, about fucking 50 or 60 of the fucking things.
But they're still found in favour of the claimants?
I don't know.
Well, obviously that's why we're here.
So where do you live now then, Stephen?
Yeah, I live up the road.
Yeah, what's the address?
I don't need to give you that door.
You don't?
Do you know what a ghost is?
A ghost?
Oh, you're a ghost?
I don't need to.
With Mr. Wattham refusing to give his new address, the agents can't be sure that he's telling the truth about no longer living here. But then, Matt gets handed proof that the dark grey MG isn't Mr. Watham's.
Cheers, sir. Thank you.
Right, just get a copy of that, mate. Just take the clamp off it. Right, mate, I'll take it off and get gone. The gent now, after some level of discussion, has managed to show me documentation to show that the car doesn't belong to the defendant. So I'll release that now for him and he can get on his way.
20 minutes later, the police arrive.
Here they are, mate.
The agents hope that the police presence will force Mr. Wattham to reveal where he now lives.
Morning, officer.
How you doing?
We initially called this morning. The door was shut in our faces. Unfortunately, we had no other option but to seize the assets that were on site. The two younger men tried to obstruct me in my duty. Managed to get both vehicles clamped. Now, this guy here in the hoodie is our defendant.
Okay.
I've explained the High Court writ to him. He's point blank said, I refuse to pay it. I'm not telling you where I live.
But as Mr. Wattham hasn't committed breach of the peace, the police can't force him to divulge his details to them either.
So that's Stephen. What's his surname?
Wattham.
You won't tell me. Wattham.
With Mr. Watham's true address remaining a mystery, the agents are running out of options. Until proof of the ownership of the other car is established, it remains their only potential asset.
So at the moment, you've clamped that while you do some inquiries.
Yeah, we've asked them for the V5 and the insurance for it. They can't provide it at the minute, so obviously it stays clamped. Because you never know, this just might be Stephen.
The police make some checks and trace the owner of the clamped Fiesta.
The vehicle does not belong to Wattham.
Yeah.
With the second vehicle not belonging to Mr. Wattham either, the agent's only option is to instruct the office to trace his new address.
We'll find you in the end, Stephen.
You won't find me.
Of course we will. Debt will always catch up on you. If we go to a certain property and you're not there, then we will put a trace into the office and they'll find a new address for you and we will be knocking on the door.
Today, there's nothing more Matt and Gary can do to enforce the writ. They have no choice but to walk away empty-handed. But Matt has one last word for Mr. Wattham.
All I can say to you, buddies, we'll see you somewhere else because it's a live High Court writ, all right?
Well, I'll be dealing with that live High Court.
And we'll see you then. Okay. Okay, we're all sorted, officer, yeah, thank you, yeah.
Okay, Stephen.
There's not a result there for the clients as such at the moment, but it's part of the enforcement process. We have to attend the address at the writ names, and that's what we've done. So we've discounted that address. We can now get on with the next part of the process, and that's finding where Stephen does actually live.
Latest research reveals pubs and bars are increasingly struggling to stay afloat. 1 in 5 experience significant financial distress, with 27 pubs closing every week. Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are in Clitheroe, Lancashire, with a writ to recover an unusually large debt of £80,000 owed by Mr. Thomas Woods to a former girlfriend.
£80,000, mate.
Is it 89, was it?
£80,189.15.
Stuart has visited Mr. Woods, a hotel owner, on 2 separate occasions. but he hasn't been at home.
Right, oh, there's people outside. It's a good sign. He's in there. He's in there. Brilliant.
Today, it looks like it's third time lucky. But this case will be like no other Stuart and Vic have ever faced.
Let's go. Oh. Hi mate, you alright? We're after Mr. Woods. Mr. Woods, good morning. My name is Mr. McCracken. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. Here with regards to an outstanding balance on a High Court writ of £80,000.
The plan was to pay it when I sold the business.
You need to see what you can do to raise some funds, sir.
What's the date about?
She was my partner.
Right.
And she fell out a few years ago. Things happened.
Was she in the business with you?
She wasn't in business, no.
Yeah.
I was in hospital and she put some money when I was in hospital.
Well, the problem that we've got is we're here to remove goods, so unless the balance is paid.
Yeah, okay, give me a few minutes.
Yeah, see what you can do, sir.
Stuart and Vic give Mr. Woods time to raise some funds and start an inventory of assets they could potentially seize.
It's nice, that, isn't it? Beautiful bike.
As well as the vehicles in the garage, the agents find thousands of pounds worth of assets inside the hotel, including fixtures and fittings from the dining areas, a professional kitchen, and 6 bedrooms upstairs. If Mr. Woods doesn't pay today, the removal job will be one of the biggest Stuart and Vic have ever tackled. Down in the bar, the debtor has managed to raise some funds from a friend.
About 5,000 for now.
It's not going to be enough, mate.
No.
It's not.
How much can you raise if you can raise?
Probably, I know I can't because I've probably £1,000 if I'm lucky.
That's 6. It's not going to be enough, mate. It's not. We're going to have to remove, I'm afraid. With the business, the reality is if we do remove goods, it's going to affect the staff, it's going to affect the business isn't going to be able to trade anymore, which means there isn't going to be an income for the defendant. But it is something that we will have to do if payment isn't made.
After making another call to his friends, Mr. Woods makes the agents another offer.
They can all get money, but it's still a few weeks doing it.
How long? How long will it take?
So they reckon it's a month to get out, but the savings accounts are in.
Okay, so they say they can get it in a month. Will that mean clearing the balance? The whole balance of 80,000 in a month?
I like to think so.
Let me see what I can do.
6,000 today, balance cleared by in 30 days.
In 30 days, put it on a controlled goods agreement.
Stuart calls the office to see if the claimant will accept the offer of a £6,000 down payment and the balance cleared within a month.
Hi, John, you alright?
But the threat of losing the business he's devoted 23 years of his life to is clearly affecting Mr. Woods.
Stress. She's just winding me up now by doing this, you know. She doesn't even need the money. She's just being controlling.
Minutes later, Stuart comes back with some news.
What they've said is, okay, you can make the 6,000 today, but we need a payment by Friday of another 4, which will make it 10. Okay, and then it'll be 10,000 for the next 3 weeks, and then the remaining balance by the 4th week. Okay, so it gives you a bit of breathing space. I know 10,000's a lot, but it gives you a bit of breathing space. Alright.
Mr. Woods makes the £6,000 down payment and agrees to pay the rest in instalments.
Okay, sir. Well, try and take it easy, Thompson, and we'll get this sorted, alright? If you can do it, listen, just ring us. Just ring us and let us know, alright? I think you'll be happy enough with the arrangement anyway. At least we're not closing the business today, which is what we can do. He seems a nice rounded bloke anyway, doesn't he? So let's just see he keeps up that repayment.
The case seems to be resolved for now. But 2 weeks later, Stuart and Vic are forced to return.
Mr. Woods?
There could be guns up there.
And face a situation they have never encountered before.
We need immediate police assistance, please.
I will sign it, no problem.
Please. I'm not being in view of that window, not a chance.
High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor were in Clitheroe, Lancashire, to serve a writ on hotel owner Mr. Thomas Woods, who owed £80,000 to his ex-girlfriend.
We fell out a few years ago, and things happened.
Mr. Woods made a £6,000 down payment.
I'll do my best for that.
And agreed to pay the rest on a payment plan.
At least we're not closing the business today. Seems a nice rounded bloke anyway, doesn't he? So let's just see he keeps up that repayment.
But now, 2 weeks has passed.
Just hasn't bothered, has he, since our last visit?
Basically, communication has just broken down from his side.
The deadline for the first instalment Mr. Woods agreed to has come and gone. So Stuart and Vic have no choice but to return and clear the hotel of its assets.
But you've made a magic call to the removal company.
Well, it is unfortunately D-Day.
A removal van has already arrived at the premises, and a freight lorry is on its way in case Mr. Woods can't pay.
Alright guys, you alright?
But first, Stuart and Vic need to speak to Mr. Woods to see if he can make any payment to stop the recovery action.
Hello?
No one appears to be in. But because Mr. Woods has defaulted on his payments and signed a controlled goods agreement, the agents are now entitled to force entry and have a locksmith on hand.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Woods? The heating's on. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I don't think he's here, mate.
Shall we go upstairs, mate?
Mr. Woods? Hello? Oh.
What?
Oh, that's a bloody deer. I don't think he's in, mate.
Hello? Mr. Woods?
Right, so we've done a sweep, there's no one in.
The dog is still here. Not a good day, is it?
Beck.
Hello.
Car's here. Do you find it weird his cars and bikes are still here and...
With his car in the garage, the agents are now suspicious that Mr. Woods is still somewhere on the premises. They go back into the hotel to investigate further. And this time, they find a locked door.
Mr. Woods? We're going to open the door with the locksmith, sir. Do you want to open the door and come out?
Let's get the locksmith on it. Hiya, mate. Let's get it cracked open. Yeah, let's just get it cracked open. You what, sorry?
Minutes later, the locksmith returns with some alarming news.
Right.
As I opened it, as I was coming down the stairs, I heard something. It sounded like a key turn.
Are you sure?
Let's go find out.
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's go find out. Shall I go first? Hello? Mr. Woods? Do you want to discuss the matter? Look. Yeah. I think we need some assistance here, Stuart.
The agents are suspicious that Mr. Woods is behind the door, but they're unsure of his frame of mind. Stuart and Vic are now in an unpredictable situation.
We need to fear the worst. He could be a hunter. There could be guns up there. Dear God, I wouldn't want anyone to walk in and then be on the other side of a shotgun. Hello, we need immediate police assistance, please. I'm at the Copy Nook Hotel in Clitheroe. There's a gentleman that's locked upstairs in a bedroom and not making any noise whatsoever, but keeps locking the door as we try to open it. We've just got a fear that with the taxidermy stuff here, could have guns up there. It's better to be safe than sorry. Something eerie going on, isn't there, Vic? If it's all fine with you, I'm going to go and stand behind this shed. I'm not being in view of that window, not a chance.
If someone is at the end of their line, you don't know what's going through their mind. What I do know is from looking around me, this guy's a world-class hunter. There's taxidermy everywhere. Yes, am I nervous? Am I fearing my own life? Definitely.
Half an hour later, an armed response unit arrives on the scene. And the locked door is forced open.
At this stage, the police has asked us to stay down while they go upstairs and try and negotiate with Mr. Woods to come out of, if it is him in the room, or whoever's in the room. No one?
The police find Mr. Woods hiding in his private living quarters.
Does he look sound of mind?
Yeah, it's just
giving up.
Yeah.
I need to ask him a question.
Before the agents start to remove assets, Vic wants to give Mr. Woods one last chance to settle his debt.
Mr. Woods, can you make a payment today, sir? Okay, it's fine. I'll leave you, sir. No one wants to see a grown man sitting in a corner of a room. You can see it's his darkest hour. You know, it's not a great feeling. But the reality is, he had so many opportunities before it got to the day. Various phone calls, various visits. We can only do so much.
Now Stuart and Vic must start the enormous task of seizing goods to cover Mr. Woods' £80,000 debt.
Rapid then.
Yeah, it is rapid.
But as they step into Mr. Woods' private living room, they make an astonishing discovery.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow.
A collection of rare exotic taxidermy decorates the walls, which could fetch thousands of pounds at auction. The agents call in the auctioneer, who's here to value the assets of the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't expect that, did you? No.
This is the sort of thing we don't see.
No, well, that's not stuff we see either.
But hearing the agents talking about his precious collection finally brings Mr. Woods out of his bedroom.
Well then, Tommy, alright. Have you got any plans on going anywhere after here? Are you staying here or?
I don't know what happened, honestly. My life's upside down because of somebody.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, yeah.
You tell me what I should do. What should I do?
No. I don't know.
It's not fair. My life's gone.
Yeah. So you've been all over the world then?
She came with me.
Really?
What are you taking now? You got stuff from downstairs. What else are you taking?
Kitchen, bar, table, chairs, glasses, everything, basically.
Down there. Yeah. So what are you doing up here?
Ollie's will be going. Obviously, all the other taxidermists, it's in the office and downstairs and things like that. That's pretty much it, to be honest, Brendan.
Sorry, Doc. I'll go pick Doc if you want.
Did you try and, I mean, I know it's too late now, but, you know, it's just, I knew you were going to ask your mother and friends, etc., to try and help you.
I can get so much for this. Not going to be enough, is it?
The auctioneer and the recovery team start the delicate task of removing Mr. Wood's taxidermy collection.
Hello there, are you okay?
Minutes later, two of Mr. Woods' friends arrive.
Yeah, no problem. So he's upstairs in the middle bedroom if you'd like to go and see him.
With the downstairs rooms completely cleared and the valuable taxidermy seized, the removal is almost complete. But before the agents go, Mr. Wood's friend wants to speak with Vic.
Hello.
Hi.
Don't want him to be here on his own tonight.
Yeah.
I think he's in a very bad state.
Yeah.
I think he's living in a world that he doesn't know, and he can't believe it's happening.
Of course, it's not a nice thing.
No, it's not a nice thing.
Mr. Wood's friends decide to stay. Satisfied that Mr. Woods is being looked after, the police leave the premises. After 11 hours, the job is complete, and Mr. Woods has lost almost everything.
I personally believe he gave up a long time ago. He obviously realized that there was no way for him to pay this debt. He was waiting for this day. He knew it was going to happen. I've learned in this job you can't take the cases personal. But obviously we're all human beings. I will definitely remember this case for a very long time. That's it.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Over 40,000 county court judgments were issued against businesses in the first half of 2016, totalling nearly £150 million. The average value now exceeds £3,500, and it's small businesses who've been hardest hit. After an emotionally draining case, Stuart and Vic are back on the road again, this time in Manchester.
Well, Vic, it's cold, it's wet, it's windy.
They're on their way to a garage to collect £2,000 owed to an unhappy customer dissatisfied with a faulty car.
Not a bad day to go visit a Top Gear Motors.
Top Gear Motors? So how much does this guy owe then?
£2,025.
The agents have arrived at the address on the writ.
That is it, mate.
But the company seems to have changed its name to Fast Fix Auto Service Centre.
Completely different name. We will go in.
Well, this can be deceiving. Hopefully it's got a load of cars sat there with Top Gear Motors written all over it.
But then Stuart spots a sign outside.
There you go, mate. Top Gear Motors Auto Service Centre.
Top Gear Motors, yeah? You are 100% right, my friend. Let's do this.
With evidence the debtor company could still be trading at this address, the agents need to locate the director of the business, Mr. Sakid Wahid.
Hi guys, you alright? We're after Top Gear Motors. We're High Court enforcement agents. We're after Mr. Wahid, Sakid Wahid.
There's no Top Gear anymore.
Right, your signage says different.
Well, I don't know anything about it. I'm just a receptionist. This is a new company.
Yeah.
Yeah. This Top Gear is not here anymore.
But we can see signage that proves otherwise. Have you got council tax bill, business rates? Just to prove, obviously, this place is obviously trading under that name.
We need to change name. About a month ago, maybe.
Well, the process that we've got, guys, is that if you don't show us any proof, the goods will be removed.
Unless payment's made.
While Stuart gives the man some time to look for proof that the company has changed hands, he hunts for more evidence that the business is still trading as Top Gear Motors.
Hiya, mate, you alright?
Finding an open office, Stuart starts to investigate.
Top Gear, when was that done?
Top Gear Motors.
It was done 13 days ago.
And who's the defendant? Mr. S. Waheed. Issuer's name, Mr. Waheed.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
He's the MOT guy. I'll do it. Right. Let's go and explain this to our friend.
Me and Stuart as a team, we love playing detective because they'll tell you one story, and after a 20-minute walk around, you'll come back with a file that thick with all the evidence we need. And I love that part of the job. It makes me get out of bed.
The recent MOT certificate issued by Mr. Waheed on behalf of Top Gear Motors suggests that they are still trading from the address. The agents turn up the pressure.
You want to come inside and explain this paperwork? Right, you say that Mr. Waheed isn't here anymore?
No, he's not here.
No, right, okay. MOT certificate. Mr. S. Waheed, Top Gear Motors. Mr. S. Waheed, Top Gear Motors.
13 days
so
ago.
he's either not here or you're committing fraud by using an MOT certificate.
We're not frauding it. He's not here at the moment.
Right, he's not here at the moment?
No, he just...
You said he left. You said he left.
He left, but sometime he comes to do the MOTs here.
Right, with all due respect, sir, you must think I was born yesterday.
Despite the evidence, the man is still denying the garage is responsible for the debt. It will take all of Stuart and Vic's tenacity to get the £2,000 they came for. Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor were in Manchester, collecting a £2,000 debt owed by a garage.
We're after Top Gear Motors.
Well, I don't know anything about it. This is a new company.
Staff claimed Top Gear Motors were no longer trading on the premises, but Stuart found evidence to the contrary.
Top Gear Motors.
It was done 13 days ago.
But the man they met continued to insist the garage was being run by a new company.
No, he's not here.
No, right, okay. With all due respect, sir, you must think I was born yesterday.
Now, Stuart must make the man understand that he has enough evidence to collect the £2,000 debt here, today.
Okay. There's MOT certificates there that says that he's still here. He's obviously the MOT conductor for this site. So if we do remove goods from here today, we'll be removed under Top Gear Motors.
The agents have enough proof to show that Top Gear Motors are still trading here. Now, the man reveals that he knows about the debt, but he says he has nothing to do with the car, which led to the dispute.
Guys sent the letter to us, and I replied them, we never sold you the car, we have nothing to do with you, we never sold the car, we never got a single penny out of you.
Despite the man's claims that the garage had nothing to do with the debt, the agents are duty-bound to enforce the writ here today.
We got a writ to execute it today, right? So either we're going to get that balance paid in full, or we're going to seize goods for 7 days. You can then go to court to prove that it doesn't belong to Top Gear Motors, but Top Gear Motors' name is on here.
And where is their company at the moment?
Here.
No, it's not here.
Let's stop going around the bush now. What's the address there? Okay, is it here?
Yes.
What's the name on top of it?
Top Gear Motors.
Top Gear Motors?
Yes.
What does it say on your writ?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Yeah.
Top Gear Motors.
Yeah. Cool down.
No, but I mean, we're going round in circles here,
Don't
mate.
raise your voice. Cool down.
So at the moment,
Going over and over the same thing.
At the moment,
Please,
sir.
if you come outside here, we'll sort it out. Come outside.
Yeah, no, it's fine, so I'll stay here until you get it sorted out.
Please
So
come
I've got
outside,
an inventory
yeah.
to do.
Please come outside.
I'll be staying here until you get this payment sorted. I'll be staying here, and I'll also be doing an inventory of goods.
The agents have been at the garage for half an hour. Then, suddenly, the man makes an extraordinary accusation.
I lost my £2,000 here. Okay. It was my £2,000 here.
Yeah.
Where's my £2,000 gone?
I don't know.
It was here.
No, it wasn't.
In the till.
Really?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
check the till.
Yeah. Why you took the look is empty now? It was £2,000.
Sadly, don't stop messing about and call me a liar. Alright, so I'm not going anywhere. Alright? The fact of the matter is, I've got an inventory to do if you can't pay it. If you pay it, I'll go. Simple as that. We do see a cycle of tactics that defendants use to try and get out of paying the debt or even telling the truth. They'll go through the lies first, then it'll be the friendly approach, and then it'll be the emotional approach, and then it'll be the anger approach. We see it every day, and it's a common tactic that they use.
With no signs of payment, Stuart turns up the pressure again.
Then 5 minutes if payment isn't made, it goes up to how much, Vic?
£2,665.
We will be seizing goods. I'll be disconnecting the computer.
Also, what I'm saying is, if whatever money is paid today is held for 14 days.
We can go back, claim the money back here.
Yeah.
Go back to the court.
Yeah.
Please, I'll give you the money. I'm going to arrange the money.
Okay, no, it's fine. There you go, mate.
With the threat of his business assets being seized, the man now backs down and agrees to pay.
Defendants will throw all sorts of smoke screens at us to try and get away with paying a debt that's rightfully owed. But once they've realised they've used all their excuses, they then think, right, well, I need to get this sorted as quickly as possible, because the last thing they want is the business being affected.
You are not the first bailiff here. I've done so many bailiffs here, but nothing like you.
I call enforcement, not a bailiff.
Arranging the money, okay? Don't have it with me now.
It's
yeah.
a cash.
Cash, yeah.
You've not got a business card to pay on?
No money in the card.
Okay.
After claiming that Saeed Waheed, the director of Top Gear Motors, no longer had anything to do with the business, the man finally gets him on the phone.
Saqib is on the phone, yes. You take the £1,000 over the phone, and I'm trying to bring the £1,000 cash, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Mr. Waheed agrees to pay half the debt on his debit card, and the man and his colleagues make up the balance in cash.
Is it 600? Yes, I'm going to bring 400.
Okay, it will let me count the 600 so long.
Yeah.
Here's the 1,000. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 53 pence. So we need 1,000 on the machine, yeah?
Let's suck it here.
Okay. Hello? Is it a debit card, sir? What's the last 4 numbers? Right, so I'll pass you back over to the gentleman, alright?
There you go, sir. So I'll leave you to go on the rest of your day, sir. Have a good day.
With payment in full, the case is finally closed.
Whoa. Another job well done, that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You don't want to get your hair wet, do you?
No, I don't want to get a cold on top of a cold.
Gentleman behind the counter trying to pull wool over our eyes, saying that company's gone, but the signage outside was first alarm bells, wasn't it?
Yeah. The thing is that we love business like that because they're actually things you can take, and they know it.